Integrity is one of the most important things. And a lot of people think integrity is ethics. It really isn't. What integrity means is walk your talk. Most people follow the crowd. They follow the loud voices. They follow the flamboyant suits and the flamboyant cars still in today.
Richard's coaching has done so much for my business, so much for me personally.
The relationships that I've built in network marketing with the people that I trust, that I'm aligned with, are priceless. Absolutely priceless.
It was fantastic because I always love when Richard gives us a whole broad spectrum of ideas from 40-ish years or so in network marketing. So I am always super encouraged every time he speaks. So it builds the belief in me for sure.
The mindsets of network marketing, there's about a dozen of them. I'm going to teach you all of them.
Richard Bliss, Brooke here. We are live.
We sit here today with none other than Mark Victor Hansen,
Bob Proctor.
This is Kendra Hall, Tanya Stringer,
Jeff Canfield. DeWitt Jones.
James Clear,
Les Brown.
If you'll indulge me, I want to tell you my vision for United We Stand. I had this vision, actually maybe 35 years ago, something like that. Kind of came out of a collaboration with a guy named John Fogg. He owned Upline magazine. And I think it was John's idea. Pretty sure it was. He said, why don't we get, a bunch of people together that are competitors, and let's put on a generic event and let's teach people really how to do this. And so we did. This was in the, I'm going to say early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, something like that. It was called Upline Masters Seminar. And half a dozen of us from different companies, all competitors, got together, and we taught people how to do this. And we did it for 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. Upline went out of business as a magazine, and we quit doing it. And then Art Jonak's mastermind event, Art Jonak worked for John Fogg and Upline magazine. He took over and created Mastermind, which still goes today. I think it's virtual. And then Eric Worre started GoPro. So there's always been this lineage of generic events, but I don't know about you. And if you're not like me, if you don't have the same values that I do, then United's not for me. And I don't know about you, but I know about me and the people I surround myself with. Integrity is one of the most important things. And a lot of people think integrity is ethics. It really isn't. What integrity means is walk your talk. If you say you are something, then that better be how you show up, especially when people aren't looking. It should be through and through a value system that you operate out of, that you express. You don't have to think about it. It's just who you are. And what I found from these generic events is a lot of people get up on stage and talk kumbaya. They talk a rising tide lifts all ships. They talk, as a profession, we need to band together and support each other. And that's the only way we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the economy today. And then at break time, they're in a huddle recruiting somebody onto their team. Or, when they get home, they're like prospecting people, or they're the same people. They're the same people that do this. These are the people that United is not for. And if this disgusts you, then United is for you. If this disgusts you, the social media post of the person, usually pretty well known, who writes this very articulate, very artful, lots of spacing, all the right words, total AI post about how, he or she is fed up with, companies with no integrity and products that don't keep their promises and comp plans that don't pay out and, leaders that don't have integrity, fed up. And, this is who I am and this is what I stand for and this is what I've been searching for. And now just you, my VIP list, you're the first people to hear about. I found it. I found finally Nirvana, my Bliss, the network marketing company that checks all the boxes. It's perfect. And you, my VIP list, are the first people I'm going to offer it to. That's almost word for word the same post she made 5 years ago when she joined that junk company. And pretty much probably the same thing she said 5 years before that when she joined it. Why? Network marketing junkie. And who is that post for? Who is that person prospecting? Your team. That's who she's prospecting. That message. Think about that message. I'm fed up with network marketing companies with no integrity and products in comp plans. Who cares about a message like that? Only network marketers. Your network marketers, your team, you. That's who she's prospecting. That's who he's prospecting. Your people. Rising tide crap. They're trying to prey on other people's team. They're trying to catch people on a bad day. They're trying to catch people on a bad week. They're trying to catch your team in a funk. And all they need to do is catch your team just wondering, gosh, I don't know about our comp plan. Gosh, if they're not in momentum, which 95 to 98% of people in all of network marketing are not in momentum. If they're not in momentum and they haven't been in momentum for, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months, then they start thinking. They start asking those rhetorical questions. What if I'm not in the right company? What if this comp plan doesn't work? What if these products aren't good enough? And then they read a post like that, and that sounds like perfect over there. And all that needs to happen is for your team to get that seed of doubt in their head that maybe there's something better, and then they start looking. And once they start looking, they're done. Done. Even if they don't go join something else, they can't have the conviction and enthusiasm to be on fire and build the business they're in if they spend half their day looking at other comp plans and other products and reading social media posts like that. Are you sick of that? Are you sick of people that don't have integrity? Are you sick of all these 7-figure earners that, the last one I saw on one of the big generic stages that actually was the final straw for me. She was awarded the Hall of Fame, in the Hall of Fame for being a 7-figure earner. And she gets up on stage, and whoever introduced her said she did it in 7 months. 7-figure earner in 7 months. And now she's in the Hall of Fame. Well, I'm not saying she didn't do that. I don't know. I didn't see her, 1099s. But if she did do it, how did she do it? Front loading. Big volume, and bringing a massive team over from another company. And now you're in the Hall of Fame for that? You're on my stage for that? I don't even let those people in the same hotel lobby. I don't have an opinion about, they do whatever they want, right? I'm not people's keeper. I'm my keeper. And that's not the network marketing world that I want to be in. That's not the network marketing world that I think the public will embrace. They don't need any flim-flam people. They don't need any more liars. They don't need any more fake it till you make it people. They need real people. They need authenticity. They need the truth. They need transparency. And that's what United We Stand is all about. It is about people that either from the beginning don't ever want anything to do with all that hype and all that BS and all that pounding my chest and all that. I'm number one. And isn't one of your favorites built to the top of the comp plan in 5 different companies? And that's the headline on your resume? And you want me to follow you? Into which one? 6, 7, or 8? If you just don't want anything to do with that crap, if you don't want to be around those people, if you want to learn how to actually be a network marketing professional, love this profession and love doing it, being it every day for the rest of your life. Doesn't mean you have to work the rest of your life. You could be like my neighbor and play pickleball and golf. That's what he does all day long. For the last 25 years, you could do that. Or you could do what I do, which is kind of half retirement, because I play pickleball and golf almost every day too, but I work. Why? I love what I do. I love the process. I love being in the game. I love getting to know people, learning their stories. Yeah, I'll tell you a story I learned the other day. A couple months ago, I'm out on the golf course playing golf by myself. I run into a guy. He's playing golf by himself. We chat for a half a second. He says, hey, why don't you join me? I join him. The next day, I play another 18 holes with him. The next day, I take his wife and his daughter ATVing. His wife's got 4.2 million people on Instagram. And she does not monetize it. It's just for fun. So I told her, you want to learn how to monetize that in a big way? See, this is fun for me. And I don't care if it's the gal I'm sitting next to on an airplane, last month who's just looking to make an extra $1,000, $1,500 a month. Or the guy who sold me my Kia. Kimmy and I are Kia. And now he's not selling cars anymore. Now he's selling insurance. But now he quit that. Now he's selling solar. I don't care if it's that guy too. Like anybody, right? Because I can't judge. The 4.2 million person, she may, of course, make $100,000 a month. She should. Or she may do nothing. The guy who can't keep a job, he's the one that might make $100,000 a month. I did. So, you want to learn how to do this real? Come to United. It's where the real people are. And there won't be a lot of us. I promise. There will not be a lot of us. Why? Most people follow the crowd. They follow the loud voices. They follow the flamboyant suits and the flamboyant cars still in today. And today, probably what it is flamboyant social media. They follow all those people that talk a good game. And that's okay. It's just not the network marketing that I want Kimmy and my daughter to embrace and earn from and perhaps participate in when she gets ready. It's not the network marketing I want to introduce the lady with 4.2 people on Instagram to, whose husband is an NFL player. I don't want them anywhere around that skunk. I want them in a real deal they feel comfortable, they can trust. And that's what we do at United. That's the kind of people we attract. And I'm primarily the only speaker. Come to United. I think you'll be glad you did.
Join Richard Bliss Brooke at United We Stand on Fire Virtual Boot Camp, October 17th and 18th on Zoom. Get your ticket now for only $97 and unlock 30 days of free live coaching with Richard and a 30-day recruitment challenge immediately after the event. Early bird bonuses expire soon, so don't wait.